What is going on, everybody? Tyler Brandt back here with another video. Happy Labor Day weekend. A whole week of videos coming at you as we are officially a week out from the Patriots playing some real regular season football. Of course, with Mac Jones as the guy in New England. That's what today's video is going to be about. The quarterback changing of the guard. We'll talk a little bit about Rob Ninkovich's comments, which I really kind of took an issue to a little bit going into the season. And we'll break that down a little bit, get into it. So without any further ado, let's jump right into this quarterback carousel that no longer is a carousel. Let's have some fun. Now, I'm a little bit late to the news, obviously, but Cam gets cut on Tuesday, August 31st. No longer on the New England Patriots. Whether it be that Bill Belichick lets him go and try to find an opportunity elsewhere, whether he did it for Mac Jones' benefit, that's here nor there. He's no longer a Patriot, meaning that Mac Jones is the guy in 2021. He is going to be the starting quarterback for better or for worse, no matter what. And it's an interesting call by Belichick, to say the least, and that staff out there. But it's going to be a fun and different season for the New England Patriots, something that a lot of us have really never seen before or haven't seen in nearly 2 decades. I don't think necessarily Cam did anything to lose the job. From my understanding and what I've watched and read, he was good. He was fine. He was what I think to this point in his career we know Cam Newton to be. He's electric with his feet. He's an ultra athlete. He's got a very unique body type to play the quarterback position, but he can be and sometimes is wildly inaccurate. We kind of saw that in camp. We saw that through the regular season, where Mac Jones, I think, while he was very good in the preseason and in camp, he seems to be a little bit safer, a little bit more accurate, a lot more accurate, I think we'll come to see, but he just seems like he's more prepared and more kind of ready to run Josh McDaniels' offense, at least mentally, which is where the next part of this video will go into what Rob Ninkovich said about Mac Jones and Cam Newton the other night. So what I'm basically saying about Mac is almost a summed up version of what Rob Ninkovich said on his podcast this week. And he essentially said, I've got some inside sources now, and I won't say names, but from what I've gained from sources inside the actual building, Mac was basically helping Cam learn the playbook. Mac was having less mental errors and a better understanding of the offense. Now, does that surprise me? Not really. Mac is coming from a major university, fresh out of a major university. We know the ties between Nick Saban and Bill Belichick run very deep. We know the staffs are almost interchangeable with the way that they've kind of come back and forth between the two, and we know that there's a very good working relationship there. So does that necessarily surprise me? No. Do I think it was a necessary comment by Rob Ninkovich? I love Nink. I think he's an all-time great Patriot. He's one of my favorite Patriots, and he'd be crazy if he wasn't yours. But it just feels like at this point you're kicking a guy when he's down. I mean, Cam gets cut. We don't know what team he's going to next. It looks, at least for this point of at this point, of his NFL career, he's not going to be a starter anymore. I don't see a place where he goes and starts right away. I think he's a backup at this point, and that's where he's going to go, somewhere where he can back up and maybe see a starting spot if, an injury happens or something like that. But if you're Ninkovich, it just feels like you're kind of throwing dirt on a guy when he's down. It didn't seem necessary. While it does make sense, and I think a lot of us understand that, it's kind of like, no need to point it out. That's at least how I feel about it. But on the Patriots side of things, I think they did the right thing. Given Cam's contract, it's not really tied up in guaranteed money. It's still very incentive heavy, and it was pretty much a base salary with incentives. I think they kind of did the best thing. If you're going to give the job to Mac Jones, don't have anybody there breathing down his neck. This is his job. This is his team. This is his locker room. There is nobody else there that's going to try to take it back or going to try to, get back in that starting spot. Everybody's on board with him, and this was the way to guarantee that everybody is on board with him. So while I was surprised when it did happen earlier this week or last week, I'm not necessarily upset by it. It was an opportunity for the Patriots to add a little cap space, to double down with Mac and say, you're our guy, no matter what. And they did the right thing. I think at the end of the day, maybe because change is hard, I was like, let's go into the season with Cam. He didn't do anything to lose the job. He was good enough, not great last season. But Mac Jones is someone that has the intangibles, the mental makeup, the arm to be a very good quarterback in this league. So why not give him the reins, see what he can do, and have some fun this season, and let's cheer on a rookie quarterback. Again, something that Patriot fans haven't been able to do in a very, very long time. So this season will be fun. It'll be very different with Mac Jones at the starting QB1 spot. That is pretty much going to do it for this video, but before we sign off too, on this beautiful Labor Day Sunday, happy birthday, Mac Jones, QB1. Happy birthday, kiddo. I'm happy for you. I'm not going to tell you my birthday wish because then it won't come true. Hint, hint, it may have something to do with, you know, winning a Rookie of the Year award and leading the Patriots to the playoffs. I don't know. Maybe, but I can't say for sure. But that is going to do it for this video. Catch me for the rest of the week. We'll be talking Patriots football every single day as we count down the days to the regular season. Again, we're officially a week out. I cannot wait. Patriots and Dolphins will wrap up the week with a preview of that game headed into the regular season. Again, happy birthday, Mac Jones. I'm Tyler Brandt. I'll catch you tomorrow.